The observation and suggestions made by honorable members during the budget allocation of defense sector, defense preparedness, issues related to defense PSUs, DRDO, welfare of the soldiers. During my reply, I'll try to cover all these things. Regarding the outlet and budgetary provisions, all of them have mentioned certain things. Before that, I would like to say, rather I would present the Defence Service Estimate and the other demands for grant of Ministry of Defence. The outlay of 2017-18 for Ministry of Defence, except defence pension, it is a rupees 2,74,114 crores. It includes the outlay of revenue, capital allocation to defence forces, as also the organizations like departments under MOD, that is civil as well as miscellaneous. It presents a growth of 6% over the budget estimate, that is a 2,58,589. And the 5.6 over revised estimate, that is 2,59,000. For the defence pension, an amount of 85,740 crore has been provided in budget estimate of 2017-18. This is 4.13% above the allocation during 2016-17. The budget estimate allocation of defence services, that is 2,59,261 crore, which includes 1,72,773 crore under revenue and 86,488 crore under capital. Within the capital outlet, there was a lot of worries and mention about the, compared to the our GDP and the percentage of GDP with the allocation, capital allocation. I would like to mention that it may not be always appropriate to think about the defense spending in terms of national economy output. If the economy grows at a faster rate, spending decreases as a percentage of GDP, but it doesn't mean that the level of spending has fallen or has become inadequate. A small slice of big pie can easily outsize a proportionally larger size of small pie. So looking at the spending as a percentage of GDP creates an illusion of declining spending by ignoring the size of economy. I would like to bring to your notice that under the leadership of our Prime Minister, the size of economy over 3 years definitely grew faster rate and the bigger rate. And that's why that illusion you people are getting, the spending on the defense is less when it is not.
Yes, don't answer.
Madam, in the years to come, we need to strengthen the capital budget to accelerate the defense forces modernization. I would like to assure the House there is no dearth of money, and then additional funds also be required to complete the raising the new mountain strike course basic infrastructure requirement. And it is also necessary to allocate the more funds for border road organization to enable it to create the requisite road infrastructure. There was a lot of discussion about the security scenario. Our honorable members are very concerned about that. Yes, I do agree with that. But then remember, we are proud of our forces. Our forces, especially Army, is one of the best army in the world. The changing global changing global geopolitical dynamics presents nation with the multiple security challenges, while constantly reviewing its operational preparedness and posture To meet the perceived security challenges, our armed forces are committed to defend our country from external, internal threat across the entire spectrum of warfare.
Yes.
The security situation in JK is very important crossroad. If you remember, our Prime Minister had mentioned once, you can choose your friends, but you cannot choose your neighbors. We have always been pursuing for the peace with our neighbors. But since many years, cross-border terrorism, proxy war, these are forced on our country. And that's why, as you mentioned about the surgical strike, when we received the specific and very definite inputs across the border that there were several terrorist teams positioned themselves at the launch pad, prepared to ready for the strike in Jammu and Kashmir and other part of the country, causing the destruction and causing the damage to our citizens. Then our army conducted a surgical strike with precision, without causing any casualty on our side, causing a lot of destruction of the terrorists and people supporting them. And that's why regarding the security scenario, I would like to say that during 2016 there have been 228 ceasefire violations by Pakistan through year 2015, witnessed 152 ceasefires. During 2016, 27 infiltration bids have been eliminated, in which 37 terrorists were killed. During 2016, that I have already mentioned, the security situation in the northeast states has remained complex, fluid and dynamic, with the sporadic incidents of violence over the years. The proactive approach, coupled with the intelligence-based operation undertaken by the security forces, has resulted in the successful curtailment of scale of violence in insurgency-prone areas of the northeast. Owing to successful execution of comprehensive action plan by our security forces against the insurgents group, the violence levels register decrease of approximately 15%, and thus ensuring the morale of the assembly of the security forces. The situation along the India-China border continues to be peaceful. During the year, both countries have wide-ranging of discussion and implementation of border defense cooperation agreement. Towards this, the scope of border personnel meeting has been increased to include the conduct of non-contact games, a joint celebration of the festival. The two new border post meeting mechanism, track junction in eastern Ladakh, Kitibu in Arunachal Pradesh, have been institutionalized between India and China along the northern borders. Additional BPM sites are under consideration. Defense cooperation activities constitute the important tool of further national interest. In keeping with India's rising global stature in recent years, there has been considerable increase in the defense cooperation activities undertaken by Indian Army. Accordingly, an increasing number of friendly foreign countries have shown keen interest to engage with Indian Army, which is viewed not only as the world's second largest standing army, but also a professional, a political force with extensive combat experience. India has, as I said, one of the finest armed forces in the world. I wish to assure this House through you that our armed forces are well prepared to meet any challenge, and the Indian Army is meeting challenge of insurgency and cross-border terrorism as seen during the surgical strike. Now I will come to the modernization of our armed forces. Many members concerned about the preparation. I would like to bring to their notice, in the endeavor of enhancing the defense preparedness, in the last 2 years, 2014 and 15 and 2016 and 17, up to the present, a total 147 contracts have been concluded at the total value of 2,957 crores. The equipment such as rockets, radars, artillery guns, helicopters, aircrafts, missiles, which will be supplied under this contract and will meet critical requirement of armed forces. Among the important equipment contracts since 2014-15 following are Army, significant is 155 mm ultra-light howitzer, BrahMos missile, Pinaka rocket, ballistic helmets. Regarding the Navy and Coast Guard, ongoing shipbuilding projects like P-17A frigates, deep sea rescue vessels, P-8I long-range maritime reconnaissance aircraft, upgrade of Kamau 28 helicopter, Dornier aircraft, offshore patrol vessel, fast-paced patrol vessel. As far as Air Force is concerned, Rafale fighter aircraft, heavy lift helicopter Chinook, Apache attack helicopter. Apart from this, we are close to concluding the contracts for a number of procurement which will significantly enhance the capability of armed forces. This includes helicopters of the three services, advanced light helicopters, medium-range surface-to-air missile, long-range surface-to-air missile, 155 tracked self-propelled gun, electronic warfare and communication system. In the last year, government has taken effective measures to plug the gaps of ammunition holding all the services as a result of its preparedness. There was a lot of talk about the criticality as far as the fighter combat aircraft is concerned. Yes, I agree with you people, but this criticality is there since last almost 17 years, from 2000. But I'm very sorry to say, from 2000 to 2013, nothing much was done. At present, we have 33 fighter squadron combat aircraft. We need to have 42. Indian Air Force requires 42 squadrons to take on collision threat from both the neighbors. At present,
Yes, you continue. Nothing.
Concentrated effort has been made to increase our combat squadron by signing the Rafale light combat aircraft. We have signed the 40 light combat aircraft with the indigenous variety. It is getting manufactured at HAL. 36 Rafale contract and grant of AONA for 83 light combat aircraft Mk-1A. Further, government is preparing roadmap for production of fighter aircraft in Indian Air Force, and suitable fighter is planned to be manufactured in India with a strategic partnership through Make in India route. Hence, the adequate proactive measures have been taken and being planned to address the strength of AF. Long-term integrated perspective plan, LTIPP, the 5-year acquisition plan, the annual acquisition plan, and the 12 defense plan under progress. Capital procurement procedure has been amended, but there is a lot of criticism about the time taken for the procurement. Again, I would like to say it is a legacy we have got from the previous regime. But we have done a lot for that to increase and shorten the period of the procurement. The important measures we have taken, broad time frame for completing the procurement activities, that is AON, to award the contract, has been reduced to 80 to 117 weeks to 70 to 94 weeks. So we could reduce this period with multi-vendor cases, and from 92 to 132 weeks to 80 to 114 weeks in resultant single vendor cases. Acceptance of necessity, that is AON, validity has been reduced to 6 months from 1 year. To buy cases to in buy cases and to 1 year for buy and make Indian cases. Draft request for proposal has to accompany statement case. Single vendor cases at the bid of submission and technical evaluation stages will not be automatically retracted but processed with the due justification with the approval of Defence Acquisition Council. Guidelines for change in the name of vendor have been incorporated in DPP 2016 and the guidelines for handling complaints have been notified to avoid delays in this account. To rationalize time taken for the field evaluation, it has been provided if it be held in condition where the equipment is most likely to be deployed and simulations in the technical evaluation. These are so many important steps taken to shorten the period of the procurement. The cases of A1 value more than 150 crore to be directly brought before SAAPCSC committee, thereby eliminating initial placement of such cases before SCAP-CC. The aim of the fast-track procedure is the advancement of to cover urgent operational requirements relating to both foreseen and emerging situations. RFI processes has been elaborated in detail, and that's why when it comes to the modernization of our forces, all the efforts are taken. Keeping in view of this priority has always been accorded to buying from domestic equipment. There were many people say about the Make in India initiative about our government. Let me tell you, self-reliance is a major cornerstone on which the military capability of any nation rests. Accordingly, defense production policy promulgated by the government aims at achieving substantial self-reliance in the design, development and production of equipment, weapon system, platform required for the defense in the earlier time frame as possible. Creating condition conducive for the private industry to take active role in this endeavor. Enhancing the potential of small and medium enterprises, SMEs, in indigenization and broadening the defense and R&D base of the country. This is very important to increase the eco-friendly environment for the big industries. In order to promote the indigenous and development of defense equipment, there are 3 categories. And the most important new category of procurement is Buy Indian, IDDM, indigenously designed, developed and manufactured in the Defense Procurement Procedure 2016. Besides this, the preference is given to, has been accorded to Buy Indian, and third one is Buy and Make Indian categories of capital acquisition over the Buy Global category. Because all these days, the picture of our country was the largest importer of the defense equipment. And our government, our Prime Minister, is committed to that. The Make procedure has been recast, DP2 2016, wherein the share of the government funding has been increased to 90% from 80%, so that the risk of development agencies are mitigated to large extent. In addition, greater impetus has been provided to MSMEs by reserving certain categories of Make projects exclusively for them. And there has been so many changes of policy over the last 2.5 years that foreign direct investment, as it is already mentioned, by direct route, it is a 49% automatic route, and above the 49% under the government route, where it is likely to result in access to the modern technology for other reasons. There is a lot of changes in the industrial licensing policy. The Defence Product List for the purpose of issuing industrial licenses under IDR Act has been revised, and most of the component parts and subsystem and testing equipment, production equipment have been removed from the list so as to reduce the entry barriers for the industry particularly small and medium segment. Defense export. There is a need to recognizing the need for promotion of defense export to make the Indian defense industry economical sustainable. Defense export strategy outlining the various steps have been taken, and it has been formulated and it is put up in the public domain because our government has promised transparent and non-corrupt government. Under the revised SOP, the requirement of the end-user certificate to be countersigned and stamped by the government authorities has been done away with the export of the parts of the component and subsystem. The process of receiving application for NOC for export of military stores for issuing NOC has been made online to reduce the delay and to remove the human interface in the process. That there are a lot of changes in the level playing field, exchange rate violation, removal of tax anomalies. All these reforms resulted into the impact of above initiatives. That is also reflects defense offset also. During 2014 and 15, 2015 and 16, the current year 141 contracts with cumulative value of 2,11,000 crore have been signed, out of which 90 contracts involving 83,344 crores were signed with the Indian vendors, and only 51 cases involving 1,16,000 crores were signed with the foreign vendors for the capital procurement. During 2014 and 15 and 2015 and 16, the current year up to January, the DAC, Defense Acquisition Council, accorded approval of 134 capital procurement cases at an estimated cost of 4,450 crores, out of which 100 cases involve 100 cases for the Indian vendors and remaining through the foreign vendors. Export has also, these last 2.5 years, increased by double. The export of the Ordnance Factory Board and defense PSUs and private sector in 15-16 increased to 2,059 crore from 1,000 crore. With the reference of the capital expenditure, I wish to inform that. Okay, I wish to inform House through you, Madam.
Yes.
The slight shortage of workforce in the armed forces, our government has taken a number of initiatives to make employment in the armed forces attractive.
Yes.
Efforts have been made to address the shortage of manpower, and today these shortages have been reduced substantially. The Air Force Academy will undergo expansion to cater the need of more pilots and forces. There are policies regarding the delegation of financial power.
Yes.
I would like to just remind some members raised the issue of ammunition. The fact I would like to tell the House, CAG report table on Parliament on March 2013, the stocking of ammunition, even at the minimum acceptable risk level, was not ensured. The availability of ammunition on March 2013 was below this level in respect of 125 out of 117 type of ammunition. In 50% of the total of the types of ammunition, the holding was critical. But last 2.5 years, with the efforts of series of measures taken, at present the number has come down from 125 to 39, and it will come down to 30 in the next month. As a part of, I'll just complete. I'll just take 5 minutes. As a part of reforms, defense management, financial management, we have taken steps to delegate sustainable power to the service headquarters to augment their operational capability. I take this opportunity to apprise House that the new delegation of financial power to services has been finalized by MOD in the September 2016 and received very positive feedback from environment. Similarly, in the wake of surgical strike, power for emergency procurement of ammunition, spares, armaments and equipments were delegated. As a follow-up, more power have been delegated to the services for the procurement of the. There are so many things. I wanted to talk about the Make in India that has, but the lack of time. I'm winding up. Yeah. There are few things I mentioned by my senior colleague, but there are also changes in the defense product list of industrial licensing that have been made. And one rank, one pension is mentioned by Jetli ji. I will not go into that. There is a grievance redressal system in the armed forces. All the things is taken. Only 2-3 things I would like to add and I will conclude. We are proud of our DRDO achievements. DRDO has come with a very good missile project. To name the few, Agni 1, Agni 2, Agni 3, Agni 4, Agni 5, then Agni 1 Prime, B05, B05, K4. And regarding the DRDO, other projects include the BrahMos weapon system has already been commissioned on 10 ships, and Air Force version is also commissioned. Akash missile system I have already made. Nirman subsonic cruise missile, multi-mode grenade, unmanned aerial vehicles, and unmanned aerial vehicle Panchi variant of Nishant, airborne early warning and control system, autonomous unmanned ground vehicles. And regarding the war memorial, we are committed to complete this war memorial and defense university. Thank you very much.
भारत के अंदर अनेक उन्नत नस्ल की गायें हैं जिनको चुरा करके ले जाकर के विदेश वाले क्रॉस करा करके होलेस्टीन, फ्रीजियन, ये कौन कौन गाय बना करके फिर हम वापस लाते हैं।